and welcome all Nara Media Watch. Media Watch, hemi one fala program wa initiative blo Media Association of Solomon Islands, MASI. Inside lo this fala edition blo imilo Media Watch, mainly yumi garem tu fala board member blo MASI, hemi tu fala lo here with me, Dorothy Wickham on my left, and we've got Gina Maka'a on my right, and me moderator and host blo imilo this fala program, Gina Kikea. Okay, thank you so much, ladies, for coming on to Media Watch. Blame me this fala fortnight more. Hey, you mean a little bit garem some fala story more, especially the past 2 weeks. One fala concerning headlines, some fala issue where I think geopolitical in nature, and then of course MASI, role play me Media Association of Solomon Islands, mainly hemi for kata members play me make sure that kata waka according law code of ethics, blow journalists, what the things I must comply with him. But me start first with him, you Dorothy, especially with him headlines. If you saw a story come for kata viewers play me first time, basically. What now papers play headlines and how now you me your kata newspaper agencies you should use him headlines.
Yeah, also I think los headlines usually other news organizations and even I think radio too Gina, where other use him headline for attracting attention of people for like newspapers you go stand up you look headline lo newspaper na by making you like buy them or walk away from that for edition the day and lo radio same too once headline him run by you take notice lo what is that news because lo what name lo headline. So basically headlines him for catching attention. TV little bit also him too him papers blame for telling you what na by come up inside bulletin, but at the same time him highlight him several issue inside the bulletin where other thing that by him attract him attention blame. But lo case lo Emilio Solomon I think other newspapers blame me what I really need for apply that fala technique but in a responsible way, Gina. Because whilst you try for attract him attention, but you must not distort him story. I think that one key blow headlining So if we start for distort him, and then was my time what try for apply language blow pidgin, thinking blow pidgin, but lo English. That one and I have sometimes have cause him confusion too Time you translate him pidgin ting kalau English meaning him lost so people by look like was confused and then several time him distort him now so him make him wrong. So that's how Emilio media usually look lo headlines and even first in paragraph lo news stories him too him if you journalism trainer by you sabi what sa kukulam that one him hook na where you make him man him interest for reading story but if you start for use him in a way where him no hemi distort him truth or information inside the story because Imi write him story, Imi use him information where people tell him Imi usually inside stories. Imi quote him people where he said or Prime Minister said then time Imi put him the headline hemi no straight. That means Imi really go against him one him too inside the story. So I think there should be a balance and I think main thing milak tell him no is that auto must practice him responsibility like you sabi na what na waka blow headline but you know distort you use him na actual what na inside the story so you can use one fala tok blow man as a headline but you know try for changing meaning so time we try for putong pidgin tok come na English by sa changing meaning to lo how you translate him so me no stay with a lot of weeks where what the headlines come out where causing a lot of tok lo public and lo Facebook forums so same but after that, we look at him and me understand him. What na everyone no happy him because him actually him distort him no really what na reflected inside story. Even though maybe editor him wakalo that time him think him na reflect him story, but time me look lo at the headline and then me look lo story him no reflect him also him distort him little bit. Then go samal also samal headline no make sense simply no make sense na. So this one him no only. Something out of newspaper must think about him. Also, what a gang we're doing TV, like SIBC News, and even radio news too, And even me follow we're doing online news, Headline him important too, Or what not title was story blue, For you know distort him truth, or you know distort him quote, and the meaning must come out clear. If you like him for catching attention of people, then you use him what not correct and what not balance, and then by people accept him headlines blame. But some headline blame man. Ko embara kasi mino tani ini radical comment but him just him actually him bara embarrassing na for me as journalist ya mi look mi bara this one ya what a public talk spoil mi lo media mo lo kain ya so him good na imi raise him and I think I'm sure that all the owners and bosses below the newsrooms where Onim Solomon Stein, Alan Sun were been inside this whole controversy ya what newspapers ya what have been try for talk lot stuff lot aware do him now kaya but imi talk as an overall body no ma as the media association imi represent him mota for imi call lot to for be responsible lo how to do mo ka blota no ma Gina mo titing bro
yeah, I think me just like add on normal or Dorothy in terms of headlines you mentioned yeah, like Yumi Solomon Islands and Yumi Garem Staka Yumi come Staka ethnic groups too, yeah. And time considering writing what headlines or some or any issues, Yumi must think about culture too, yeah. The issues is sometimes them culturally sensitive too. So or something or some what should Yumi consider them time Yumi writing what stories and especially putting out headlines or some, yeah. Yeah.
I think for Yumi lo MASI code of ethics play Yumi hem one lo hem and me work on sensitive to lo cultural background play Yumi the different groupings Yumi stuff together. That's one of the thing well there. But the good news now is that the code of ethics baba hem under review and baba Yumi bring him go out for every media organizations for gata also got him say block at the inside. So Yumi hope towards the end of the year baba every journalist play Yumi and gata media organizations publishers ogata managers ogata partner this fala review and by everyone feel that ogata onam this fala code of ethics and coming back more lo waka especially one fala thing where Kasim lo MASI where you may a little bit feel sorry lehemna especially for ogata journalist waka under duress by under duress meaning what no free for doing waka because now time what story of the writing basically him is a trigger people for no happy and okata waka tulo environment where him no conducive wakata na not just only lo honiara imi garemota reporters wakata station lo province too ya Dorothy, I'll come to you first. What's your take on that?
well
especially for being the role of a journalist, yeah, being an independent person.
being a journalist under duress him non you imi experience him lo height block crisis before man we waka during that time before face him intimidation harassment sa walot bara go hitim mo kata kind of same but I think one thing when me not see him important to mas lo waka blame as journalist if you are doing your job properly and you are being fair and you are being sensitive to ethnic issues and culture issues and then you know hide you're doing properly no this can use him source where you know savek talem name blame then by you find him that even though people know happy lo what you tell him what's accept him because you also me tell him last time me remind him members but MASI me say waka blame me for presenting facts yeah you know for distorting story and this is where what a journalists were facing what kind of things so same if Coco you find him that ba what intimidate him you or bully him yeah it's because sometimes what no happy lo balance blue to yeah lo how you angle him story you know take him another side or and if you know able for face to face with him out and explain oh me doing work below me and then the responsibility below me for present him what no facts yeah and then another thing too I think what journalists blame me must understand him too is him fact below who yeah o same him too have a problem blame me is a lot of journalists think say that truth blame me, him truth blame everybody else. That's not correct. Yeah, one time using facts, must using facts for him official facts. Yeah, you know something say make him up is that head blame me or just because hear him no market him true kind of same yeah. So and just because it's an opinion on Facebook him no meaning him true yeah. So these are the things that him sometimes a result low intimidation. I'm not saying it's the only reason. I'm saying it's one of the some of the reasons yeah. So time imi do mo ka blame me imi no lo war zone imi no lo kind communist country imi no lo dictatorship we in a democratic system where everybody got him right for expressing opinion and for press him work freely now if he may like continue this way then imi lo press now must be responsible and imi must balance imi must always balance me tell him this on so many times yeah balance na him sa fight him bullying and intimidation because if the rest, only one man might cross you, but the 99 people that read that article might agree with you because you present him balance and you present him facts and you know make him opinion. And you know, come up with him any kind of idea and conspiracy where you take him come from somewhere. He said, boost, then you turn come newspaper or radio, TV, or whatever you're doing. Yeah, so, him na how me look like Gina, I think it comes back to us in the media doing our job properly. At the same time, imi tulo media for educating people what na role blame me. For what no mixing imi with him what people of Facebook, what forums yan o seme. Waka blame me, mas different, but for people for side difference between imi and what people of Facebook, him also come back lo imi how imi do him too, yeah. We cannot say, oh, mi na bara good when we are not practicing the good practice, yeah. So him must always responsible in a way where imi say imi na mainstream and wata Facebook no maya o same. But what na ba differentiate imi? What line yan na imi must follow. So him good for imi discuss him a little bit, then imi think about him. So, what do you think, Gina, that one?
And for you, Gina, Hana, you look him, you especially lo wakablo, you fala.
Yeah, I think, Mami agree with him, Dorothy, lo, this one, yeah, like, especially lo, so I mentioned in balancing, yeah, like a lot of, stories where articles or, yeah, stories where come out lo media, yeah. I think one for something where him lack na balancing of the stories, yeah, and him too, one for might be one of the reasons why, other journalists might feel, reporters might feel threatened because of how to cover writing more stories at the angles and how to put them out, yeah. But as a democratic country, as a board member, me feel that reporters blame me no matter what, or the public must also at least respect him to walk away. You me try for put them out, yeah. Like you me people me represent him the voiceless and you me put them out or information for public survey about him now, what is happening around Yumi, yeah? So yeah, I think him no mami so mentioning about that one.
And I think role blame MASI, yeah. We've come far, especially for the board where you him this full time, yeah. It's not even a year. I think we come in what year, August, all of us in August. We've moved along with the collaboration and partnerships. You may able for Kasim where you him, and one fala partnership and collaboration where we look him and barava helpful. Let me come a positive story a little bit more. I mean, this fala recent by in the recent by election, yeah, where we look him better collaboration. Hemlo there, and Gina, you were part of the team where fala golo choice for cover this fala by election, one provincial by election, one national one. And then we have another reporter where him go down lower Temotu. But me leaving me first time for you, Sharam Kamhana, you find him experience like this fala kind type collaboration where MASI him bring him together with journalists from different organizations, all for the same purpose, which is to bring information to our people, law coverage, law by elections.
Yeah, thank you, moderator. I think first of all, me like for firstly, me like for say thank you na lokata media association, media organizations where okata agree for work together with the MASI for put them together na okata reporters lokata for go down cover them elections, yeah. As a person where me go down with them team for cover them by elections lo South Choiseul, me look him this one same he one fala him good initiative for you me must carry more, doing more next if any big events happen around the country. I think hembara a good idea for you me work together for send them a group of people from reporters from other media for go under lo MASI or sem and go down cover elections. Example that election hembara hem successful because of the teamwork and one hembara really displayed na during coverage below recent by elections, yeah. So
how him really
in terms of like everyone be looking most other media me for go so me for everyone on the same page, like from past experiences, yeah. You miss a herem staka complaints from electoral like me by passing some fala rules where you should not do him during elections. Also electoral complain all the way, but with the recent one, yeah. Also because I think because me for sign him to code of conduct law by election before me for go down. So also the team where me for go down, yeah, me for abide law rules below elections na. So him na one fala something me looking most teamwork na him. And everyone, me fala bara go as a team and me fala complete team na this fala by election yeah, successfully na then me fala come by.
Ano side lo reporting?
yeah, reporting me fala help him also helpful too lo me fa help each other out like me fala everyone centered lo one fala place and also share him information like narawan just ask osem confused but ask what na osem me fa just share him information no ma so time information come out but him osem everyone me fala same information no ma me fa putung come out where him bara straight from facts where me fala get them lo on site straight na so no anyone him osem report out of the so him little bit report lo him report him something him not true because me fa eran lo there and how me fal waka together that time him bara him some what na ba me say collaboration between me fala him bara good for kind of them yeah but me say but me recommend him for future elections or same him good for everyone can come under kind collaboration him but him one for a way forward for me put him to good image law especially election coverage law next time yeah.
And I think by him only work normal provincial level, not so much look at places of manier. I mean, if you look local logistics and teamwork or same meeting maybe lo remote areas na by him work lo ting later what now look later lab.
In my opinion, I think if like if in Honiara, me say for covering one for a big national election, yeah. I think if we pull together a group of journalists or reporters where okata understanding the role blow covering elections, yeah. I think bahem work no ma, yeah.
I think MASI been coordinating one fella in the past. That was in 2010, I think, election. Yeah, you have a reporter from One News sent down to Lata, like each media organizations, because you me one fella issue all over na lack of human resources, even too for side law finance, co-sharing him very important too low time.
Just report each other.
Everyone just report. So we have One News reporting also for radio, for the paper, ogata save kolem ogata for report, and then we have another reporter from SIBC for every media too. Godan Lomakira. We have another reporter from different organization, but him go Renol or Bellona, but him for everyone. So that's the kind of concept that was in 2010. And this one him just by election number, but him look him how utilize him or seleva like co-sharing na lo. You saveta you go out lo rural area, cost lo fuel na rawe too him na one for challenge where all time motor newsroom or media organizations are facing the financial capacity for send a motor reporter for go out na lo province for cover mogata story. So with him that one, imi must thank him na sexy UNDP for katana help him imilo media for imi save able for send him go ogata reporters for imi go lot of provinces. So fund him that fala go. So imi must acknowledge him the support media association or MASI or media. I mean one fala independent body as much as possible where imi save get them support from. You may make use of opportunities where I'm not there for also enabling mogata reporters play me for go cover mogata story or kind of same. So MASI being an independent body where I'm representing media, you may charitable organization too, yeah, kind type you may say you may no garam selling too. So time you may garam opportunity or same you may make use them and then you may send them mogata reporters go out assisting mogata media organizations, yeah, because no finance will go lo province man you think him go fuel more hiring lo boat more or the expense na like one day hiring how much 1,500 and then how and then for the liter lo fuel how much $10 per liter so that are different too, yeah. So you hiring boat 1,500 per day and then you pay more fuel blue
oil, then accommodation,
yes,
food.
So those are the expenses where you have to tingim time you go for cover mogata story or same where of national interest, yeah. But anyways, you may manage to do that one, and especially the respect no more, for media in general. So Dorothy, you explain him can finish media too. You press too, you may have to step up. You in the board of MASI. Probably you share them come a little bit. One of them wakablo you me.
Well, I think everyone said that MASI him body where him should represent him na everyone will work the media. And in our case, lo MASI him not only just journalists, no ma. You have the technicians in the background, people in sales and all these other areas. But most of the time when we come lo media watch, we talk about news, yeah. Angulo news na imitatekan because him na always issue outside where people always got him no happy with the media lo him. It's because of the front of the media organization, yeah, which is imisana every media organization got him other branches blame, work blame functions, but flagship blame him always news blame him na making people take notice lo you, yeah, kind of same news blame. So I think MASI was formed a long time ago under the leadership of people of him. Late John Lamani, post Solomon Star, even current GM below SIBC, Johnson, or the earlier presidents of MASI na, was to try and get the media to come together, to work together for improving state below media. At the same time, sometimes facing problems with him governments, yeah. But one thing MASI must acknowledge him na is that even though Otalo government talks and also publicly, never any time or restrict him yet, yeah. So we have to acknowledge him that for the side too, is that all our governments in the past, Kasim current, or have been respecting role blow media, and this one him for something we must acknowledge him. And MASI waka blame na for ensuring partnerships, yeah, because work blame media for educating, for informing people blame me, yeah. Whilst we try and make money, which is everybody tries to make money, but responsibility, yeah, him come back low. Kind of body also MASI where he try for coordinate him, for raise him standard, train, and at the same time also Gina talent to the code of ethics blame him bar out of date na, because no garam anything when him look after cyber, yeah. Also online waka blame me this time. What things say me must try for consider na this time. So MASI, I think, for an organization where him start come now as a group me hip hop no for barbecue and story no ma it's actually grown quite a lot, yeah. Professionalism him have start for image now this time that we are starting talk policy now. We're starting to debate on legislation in parliament, policy block government. He start for speak against him, not only against him in a bad way, but try for constructive and remind him government role blame. I mean, that's what MASI was here for in the first place, yeah. So, as he go forward, and maybe time no stay o tiya yang one kakambihan niya. Hopefully, him too, by ota, ensure him that wakablo MASI him continue not only to improve individual journalists, but the industry itself, yeah, for groom. Milking role blame na, Gina.
Thank you. And Gina, you've been part of panel before the Bills and Legislation Committee. Hannah, you find him, and Hannah, you feel especially for MASI to be consulted in the public health emergency bill.
Yeah, me seleva, me feel also, me happy. First of all, me bara happy because I'm some that I respect him MASI as a board. Now I respect him too. One of na views below MAS media for inputs, for we must put inputs inside law bills, law this fala public health emergency bill where him before BLC this time, yeah. Yeah, me looking for a big opportunity where first time law me to for sit down law kind panel law sem and facing what can be committee or sem, yeah, especially at leaders play me. And me bara happy too much that MASI him give him inputs blame too for go before na this fala committee, yeah, with regards to the public health emergency bill, yeah.
I mean, but that's what me mean. It shows how much we've grown, yeah? That they now actually want, or like him now, opinion blame, or they really want our thoughts on big issues like that. So I'm good, and that's what he need for work, like, for build him up, body blame, for make sure that he may become of a stakeholder to a lot of national issues, like you got him transparency every time. What kokolem what all away, lot of kind committees, so same for comment, lot of bills contribute them. So I'm good now that what start for consider MASI as a body where should come forward and make a presentation or thinking about him or the laws where or even just issues of national interest, yeah. So I hope that hopefully by the time he may reach him 2024, 2025, he may at least carry one for own act of parliament where he may safeguard him at the same time him regulate him too. So that's where MASI we are working towards, yeah, Gina, to get to that point, yeah. So make him by the time he may leave him blame or the young ones come behind or the protected, but at the same time what must be regulated too, where what must make sure that or no cause him any problem in society like Osem Eugene Talem. Imi country made of very different, diverse ethnic groups. So waka blame media, I'm always very sensitive one, where imi must always be mindful. It doesn't mean you don't do your work, but language you use him, tone you use him, angle you take him, and bara important to mas local society Osem blame me. Yeah, Gina?
Yes, it's very true. And yeah, for MASI, istaka something I think imi babay no sabi dream without support from okata stakeholders, okata high commissions or what na ba imi sabi ota partners blo government to ya, donors, yeah. So yeah, without their support, babay imi no sabi kam. I think imi sabi name him no ma huna okata we support him imi kam. We've got DFAT, UNDP. New Zealand. We've also got the government supporting Minoma too behind the scenes, despite
Chinese embassy
yes, and the Chinese embassy. I mean, those partners where you look come in for. They have their own things we're gonna come for him, but
UNESCO.
we can UNESCO, IFJ, but we can assure you that as a body, we're representing media, Bloimelo country. We go in with our eyes wide open. Yeah, we are not stupid people. We go in with our eyes wide open. We know what we are doing. You must have the traditional partners, Bloimelo there. We are doing things. Why mifa look him that him by help him media industry. We hand blame him short little bit. You may need for finding out ways too, whereby you may help him. You may for move forward. Suppose you may stop no more, then no man is an island, yeah. You may stop and you may think that you may have dream things celebrate, but by him heart little bit too, yeah. And that brings us to our final comments, ladies. Any final comment from you, Gina?
Just on the Dorothy just to talk about, our role blow MASI. Me just like for make one for point no more that I think MASI him also one for the body where him no here for him dictate him now what the media organizations do him. So we me follow here for just give him guide him you follow no more for me raise him no more standard law workable media inside the country. Yeah,
I think one follow reminder law imi or the journalists and every media organizations is prominence below imi or what na ba imi selo pidgin o same importance below imi hem rest no malo people people's respect for imi as what imi do lo ka blame the moment o ta lose him respect imi lose him to role blame so hem reminder lo imi everyone we work lo media especially me follow right news and those who support us in the background, the technicians, the sales people, admin, all these people that come at the background. Imi lo frontier na ba affect him industry blame imi man we right. So if imi like him respect, then imi too must give respect. So him come with him role. So imi sa talent what lo teach him to begin ini you respect him begin respect him you. Or you become a leader, you must walk lo path where people respect him you. Imi to talk spoil what parliamentarians all way. People respect us because they see that we are walking the path. The moment imi go out from Luwaka blame people lose respect for imi na. Next time we go anywhere, but no anyone like even looks like huna imi if imi continue for break him now the kind or the ethical lines, So MASI, as you said, Gina, is not dictating to the media organizations, it's reminding it of. This profession is an old profession, imi naman journalist or media the whole world. There are people out there suffering more than us as media workers, but we must also remember the reason they suffer is because they don't have the freedom we have. So when we have it, we appreciate him. And so MASI is there to remind us that responsibility below me everyone in media and for grow country for spoil them. So I think I'm now last remark below me, Gina.
Well, thank you so much, ladies. It's good having you on the program. Gina Maka'a on my right, Dorothy Wickham on my left, Tufala board member MASI Tuya, and me host and moderator Bloimelo program, Gina Kekia. Thank you, Mifala, for stop with me, Mifala. Look forward for me stop sit and more with him another program Blow Media Watch.